Oh, I love water. I got the manure spreader done, and I decided I want to bring this in the shop here quick. At least to get, either look over it, maybe get started on it. Let's take a look at what all it's going to need. This is going to need a little bit more work than I think that I was anticipating. Now that I'm looking at it and seeing what it's going to take to repair. I'm going to start with the bigger stuff. One, this frame is cracking here and here. It's cracked here, and they welded a thing back here, as you can see there, and it's cracking at the ends of that. So I maybe take this out, not sure yet, but those cracks need addressed, fixed. It needs this. If I get time, I'll straighten these out, but I don't know that I'll get time and make them right. I also need to build a handle and run a cable back to this gearbox to turn it on and off. That should be fairly simple, fairly straightforward. This is bent up a little bit, like it got hit with a 3-point or something. Not entirely sure what I'm going to do there. I might just let it. This here is also bent in here. Just take a pipe wrench or something, or an adjustable wrench. Just push that down. That ought to fix that pretty well. I think pretty much all the main like raking stuff is all good yet. Need to check this gearbox. I almost want to open it up just to see how it looks in there. Then this seal is borderline bad. I don't know. I might just pump this up with grease real good. Call it good. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure what that takes. But if I had to guess, gear oil, but we'll see. Grease it up. Need a new tire here, or I'm thinking I'm put a new tire there. I'll fill that one up, see what happens. But both of these tires are wrong. So I was thinking just put new tires on. I might cut that off because it looks ugly. Possibly the same with that, not sure, but probably that too. Washed real good. Then depending if I have time and depending how deep I want to get into it, I might get the paint off and repaint it, depending how good it cleans up washing it. If we do that, we're definitely replacing both tires. I got most of the ugliness cut off. The extra flange there got cut off, and that little shelf thing, that's all nicer. Should grind it up, clean it up a little bit, but it's too hot yet. I'm starting to wonder if my bearings aren't out in my wheels, but I'm not sure. I'll probably grease them once and see what happens. See if it gets any better, and if it doesn't, well, maybe I have to get new bearings for that. And that's all I did in the past half an hour or 45 minutes, whatever it's been. But we'll keep plugging away at it. I may or may not have gotten too curious. I got some work done. I decided to not fix that frame rail with the bend in it, simply because it's bending the whole frame out, not just the little dent in, or how it's supposed to. So that's good enough for who it's for, I guess. Then there's a bunch of other stuff to do yet, but I want to open up this gearbox because I am so curious right now, it's not even funny. So let's get it opened up. Got my hammer here. It'll work great. Pry this cover off. I hope it doesn't have a fancy seal. Yeah, it does. Oh. Ooh, that looks disgusting. Look at that. Huh. Probably fill it up with grease because that's what it looks like. Take a look at this. That's pretty cool. Okay, so, oh! That is so simple. So, this is a bevel gear here. That, I wish I'd have that unhooked so I could look at it. So there's this bevel gear here. And that spins with the wheel going forward. When this is disengaged, like so, it doesn't let something spin on the back side that I can't see. So that doesn't spin, but then when you let this come back and engage here, it spins. That's cool. I think I'm going to clean that out and fill it up with grease. That might actually be oil. I'm not sure, but it's disgusting. It needs cleaned up. Then thanks to yesterday's tractors, an online forum for all kinds of farm equipment that I use all the time, they say shove it full of grease. That's what we're going to do. I might let it dry out because there's definitely water in there. But that's going to be getting full of grease. I need to clean that off too yet. Roughly about here. Some more here. We need 8 foot of cable. As much as I'd like to keep going, it's time to quit and go in and start winding down to go to bed. I finally got back out in the shop tonight. Gonna clean up this here. Gonna clean up this paint a little bit, make it neat, get it ready to weld, and hopefully weld that quickly tonight yet. Got that all welded up. That was not me. It looks disgusting. I'd probably still let it pass though. I ground this down a little bit, ground that down a tiny bit. They used some pretty hard rods. Same for that. Got it all painted up nice. I think I'm gonna try to find some steel and start machining. Trying to find steel and making a handle for here. I also want to take some pictures of my dad's because he has the identical rake. Take some pictures of his, figure out how this is supposed to look, because I also have to take this off because somebody welded this up so it can't go up and down. That's not right. Probably end up putting a new bolt in there and straightening this. So far we're not far into it as far as money wise. Quite a bit of time, pretty far into it money wise, but not for parts, which is pretty awesome. It's just stuff I can fix myself and paint, grease, and welding. That's pretty much it. You're gonna need a cable, probably gonna get a new tire, and then I did notice there's one tooth missing. If I decide to, depending on how much they cost, I might put that in. I kind of doubt it, but we'll see. And then maybe 2 bolts. We'll see exactly what all we get into it by the time it's done. But so far, I'm pretty happy with it. And then if I paint it, that's gonna be a whole different story. But I'm not painting it as of now. Well, there's the handle. It's obviously very rough around the edges. It needs some paint. It needs some work. But that's not that hard to do. Clean it up a bit, make the edges nicer, and give it a good paint job. But I think that's gonna be it for tonight. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.